I hope the light will hold out. It's like 7 o'clock, a little after 7 in the evening on a Wednesday evening, and I decided to come out to the van because it's going to tie in with what I want to tell you in this video. I went back to work today, as you know, if you follow me, and I am worn slap out, and I really didn't do that much, but I think I'm really out of my routine. It went well. I got enough done today. I'm just out of shape. I'm not, obviously, and we could talk about that, I guess, but I'm back on my plan for whatever it's worth. Anyway, I think it's going to take me a few days to get back up to speed work-wise, and but I'll get there. I'm trying to pace myself, and I had a really tough time getting to sleep last night, but I finally nodded off, and I got up about 5 this morning, and I had to load my trailer and go to work. It went well, but I was just, when I got home, I didn't work that much, but when I got home, I was just exhausted. So I cat-napped in my recliner all afternoon. I was going to get up and make a more proper video. I had some things I wanted to talk about, but I just couldn't get out of the chair. For the good news is my leg is fine. It's sore, but I was able to walk and get up and down and all around with no problem at all. So that's a really good thing. So I'm back at work, and it's good to be back, and I'm glad to be back at the routine as well. It's going to take me a few days, I think, to get back into the routine. This is before I get to this. There's something I want to say about this van. Before I get to that, while I was sitting in my recliner this afternoon and getting up and down to let the cat in and let the cat out and let the cat in and let the cat out, I took a couple of hours, over 2 hours, and I listened to an interview that I'm going to post down below that I really hope you will give a listen and a look to on YouTube. It is Tucker Carlson's interview with the brilliant John Mearsheimer, Professor John Mearsheimer. If you want to get on top of geopolitics, particularly with regard to Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Gaza and Iran and China, John Mearsheimer is unsurpassed as far as I'm concerned, and he just explains things so beautifully, so eloquently, more so than I ever could. It's just absolutely a fantastic interview, and well worth the investment of a couple of hours of your time. I highly recommend it if you have not seen it. A lot of you that watch the Duran and other outlets like that, you know who Professor Mearsheimer is. He's just a brilliant man, and you're in for a treat if you haven't seen it. I'll tell you, there's so many things I could say about it, but you could just go watch the interview. But I was thinking, especially, he touches on on Zionism and just where it comes from and why it is, and the evil of it, and he dispels of all these things so eloquently, and it's worth your watch, believe me. Check out Professor John Mearsheimer on Tucker Carlson. I started building, not really building just yet, but I have plans for this van. Stick with me here, okay? This ain't gonna be long, I promise. I'm not gonna rant and rave. Somebody got on me for yelling in my last video, and they're exactly right. I got wound up and started losing my head. I apologize. I was a little passionate about that last video, talking about how disgusted I am with Donald Trump. I just want to make clear, I'm not completely disgusted with Donald Trump. I am disgusted to a large degree. He has done, I think I have pointed out, he's done some really good things for which I praise him and applaud him. But the things I detailed in the last video that disgust me, that's a very real thing. And I didn't even mention, although I have mentioned in the past, his just abhorrent stance with regard to Representative Thomas Massie. It's just so disappointing. But anyway, we already talked about that, so let's not get bogged down. This van has a dual purpose. I'm going to use it some for work, but primarily it's going to replace anything I've had in the past. Well, hello, I have a little feline visitor down here. She wants to know what's going on. Well, hello there. You want to say hello to the folks? She's camera shy, as you know. I've had RVs in the past. This is now basically going to be my RV. And what I've done, it is a GMC Savannah. You know, there are people that live in these things. I'm not living in. I have a house, but I did put a bed in here, and I'm going to tell you, this bed is just so comfortable. You can't believe it. I bought the bed frame. I ordered it off of Amazon, and it came in. I got this mattress. It is a memory foam mattress. I bought it at Walmart, and it is just incredibly comfortable. I came out here the other day and laid down. Well, I haven't slept on it, but I laid on it, and I just about went to sleep. It's just that comfortable. So I have plans. I'll need some help because I'm not handy. I don't understand electricity and things of that nature. So, you know, I'll have to get some help eventually. But I've got plans to turn this into perhaps a little bit of a camper van. And this van is going to be a big part of my life, I believe, going forward in terms of not only work, but some of the trips I make from time to time, they'll be done in this van. And that's leading me into something else I want to tell you about the channel. By the way, there's a lot of people that do this. If you look on YouTube, there's a lot of people that do van camping and whatnot. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, they're so much easier to get around in, and you don't have a lot of space, but that can be a benefit because you can get a lot more places you wouldn't be able to get to in a traditional RV. But that's leading me to something I've been thinking about doing for quite a while, and I finally decided I'm going to do it. I had a loved one reach out to me not too long ago, and this loved one said, you know, I really don't like the name of your channel. I said, what do you mean? He said, you're not trash. You might live in a trailer, but you're not trash. I never thought much about it. I thought it was kind of funny. It was actually Marina that came up with the name for the for the channel, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was an attention getter, but I think it's served its purpose and its usefulness, and I've decided every time that I think about it now, that what that person said to me just kind of resonates with me. How about you, Kiki? What do you think? What do you think? And the more I thought about it, the more I decided I'm just not crazy about the name. I'll be honest with you. I remember when I went on the Deer End, when I got done, I felt kind of silly. Here's these intellectual guys interviewing trailer trash. Really? And some of the people in the comments on that show were like, are you people serious interviewing this guy? I couldn't blame them either. But anyway, I've been thinking about changing the name of the channel. Not changing the channel, but just changing the name. And I've decided to do that. So you will see over the weekend that transition. If you're a subscriber, then you won't have anything to worry about. I'll still be here. I'll still be doing what I normally do, just under a new channel name, and I'll save the surprise for when I change it. But it's related somewhat to my van, and I think it's going to make a lot more sense. And I think it's going to be a better thing going forward on my channel. Now that I'm back to work, I probably won't be able to post quite so much. Especially here now that I'm trying to get back into the groove. Get off my bed, get back into the groove of things. It's going to take me a while. While I was convalescing, I was posting quite a bit. I don't know if I can keep that up or not. I'll try to. I will make every effort, but I'm still around. You can still email me, although my email address has changed. You can still reach out to me on Twitter, whatever you wish to do, if you wish to. I'm still around. I'm still talking about current events. Long term, because of the name change of my channel, the nature of my channel is going to very gradually begin to morph, if you will, into something of a more of a daily diary sort of a deal. My adventures or misadventures with the van, whether it be at work or out camping or what have you. I really want to basically share that part of my life, if it makes any sense. I don't want to have to always be talking about politics because it gets me wound up. I think you can understand that. I know that some of you that subscribe, that I really have come to know as my friends, and some of you are often asking about, the more personal side of my life and Marina's life and what have you, which I appreciate, and maybe you'd be more interested in that, if that makes any sense. In other words, eventually you may see a video, here's what I did today, and I don't even say a blooming word about politics because I'm disgusted with it anyway, if that makes any sense. I never claimed to be some sort of intellectual or expert, such as the aforementioned, the guys on the Duran, Professor Mearsheimer. I have my views. I'm not afraid to express my views. I am not a doctorate. I don't have a glowing degree list of degrees from a university. I'm a layman. I'm a layman with opinions. I am who I bill myself as. I'm just a guy down in Alabama with his opinions that I like to share from time to time. But I want to do more personal stuff long term. If that makes any sense, and we'll see how it goes. So stand by. Today is Wednesday. I will try and pop on here tomorrow. Over the next few days, there'll be just a transitioning of the channel name. Nothing else. Don't worry. I'm still here. We're still kicking, but I am going to change the name of the channel, and I think it's clever and kind of cute and kind of funny, and I think an improvement over Trailer Trash Tim. I've got to change a lot of things, my Twitter handle and all that jazz, but that's no big deal, I guess. Okay, my bedtime is quickly approaching. I go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, and I think it's about 7:30 now, and despite my nap, I'm feeling it. I've got to get up early again and get back to it, which I'm going to do tomorrow. It's storming, but it's not raining, which is interesting. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Kiki appreciates it, don't you? Don't you appreciate it? She appreciates it too. And I think my wife is calling, so I got to go. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Friday. See you, everybody.